I used to be a Northern soul. Northern? Now then, young man, I'm an old Jimmy Savile. I used to be a Northern soul man. No, I used to be a Northern. I am still a Northern soul groover. But, man, you know, I haven't been to any all-nighters or anything for a long time. What do you think of the facial hair? I don't know what's going on here, man. I'm going to grow like a little dread here, and I'm going to have 2 Chinese ones, and a handlebar moustache. I'm going to rock the facial hair world. But it's not what this video is about. So you know that I'm building a mech for somebody, right? Actually I'm doing a couple of them at the same time. And I get a lot of questions from guys. I've got an iron, I want to convert it into a mech, how much is it going to cost? Valves are about 40 quid. Then you need the mount for the valve. I'll make the mount, that's going to be about 20 quid. Then you've got cables, piping, fittings and labour, right? So you're looking at about £100. If you give me an ion and you want it converted to a mech, it's around 100 quid. I can't do it any cheaper than that because I've got to make something out of it, right? Yeah. Otherwise, what's the point of me doing this? But here's the coup. I don't sell mechanical kit, so I will take a gun in and turn it into a mech from scratch, but I don't sell mechanical kits. I used to sell mechanical kits, but I found most of the people I sold them to couldn't work out how to set their mech system up, right? Okay. So there are, you know, even though I've had ructions with them in the past, there are some guys on the M. Carter Brown forum, I think it's Steampunk or something like that, and they actually have their own couple of pages on there, and they specialise in mechanical kits for the ion. Okay, so if you just want to buy a kit, get onto the M. Carter Brown forums. It's like an American paintball forum. They do post to the UK, and for their kits, I mean, I can't knock their kits. You know, I've had ructions with them in the past, but you know, you've got to have ructions for somebody, right? But ructions aside, you can't knock what they sell. They sell a good product. I don't know how it's. I think you're going to be looking at like $150 or something. I don't know. You'll have to chat for them about it. But I build a mechanical gun from the ground up. Now the next question I get is, okay, I've got this kit. I don't know how to plumb it in. So I tell you what I've done, right? I've taken the trigger frame and I've machined all the trigger frame away, so you can look inside to see how the gun is plumbed in, right? And this will, it's odd. It's not going to be how you think the whole mech system is will work or is going to work. Okay, so without further ado, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to grab the camera and we're going to have a pan over in the close-up mode, right? And this will be quite helpful. And then this will make things a hell of a lot clearer for you chaps. Let me get a little pointer. Okay, so I'm trying to get my camera to focus. Now, this one here, this hose here, is direct from the front regulator, yeah? And your regulator runs to your rear banjo. But you need to split this one, and this one runs down into your mechanical valve here, and this one here, oh, this is actually quite hard to do. This one here is your bolt return pressure, okay? Now the pressure is the same at both and front, but because of the differential, that's what blows the bolt back. I'm not getting into that. Now, there are different ways. You see this hose here, there's different ways to plumb this hose in. I recently started doing it on a little radius curve. The main reason I've started doing this radius curve is when I've sold these to chaps before and they're reassembling them, cleaning, maintenance, etc. Yeah, some players do it, you know. And I'm such a sarcastic bitch. They kink this hose when they're assembling it. So I thought, hey, if I just put a radius curl on here, then you won't be able to kink it and your maintenance will be much easier. Now, what I'll show you now is the operation of the valve. Hang on. This is actually quite hard to do and hold the camera in one hand. My close-up's not as close-up as I'd like it to be. Yeah? Got that? Now, this is actually on an ecstasy frame. You can't... Well, you can use ecstasy frames for mechanical markers, but the only thing is there's a lot of castings inside the ecstasy frame that has to be machined away. And you can't do it with a file or a Black & Decker because it has to be a perfectly level surface, otherwise this valve will end up being pissed, and when you pull the trigger it will just feel like shit. Now there's different ways again to put this bracket on. I used to do them free floating, and indeed I still do, but this is just a demonstrational video. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to the Star Trek view. Does that make me look like Mark of Khan? I don't know. The original Khan. I am Khan! Lots of controversy I see over World of Tanks. Nice one, boys. You either love it or you hate it, but you know what the coup is with games, right? It's not the game, it's who you're playing with, man. And I must admit, I've come from playing Battlefield and World of Tanks, because I get in the tank, just charge straight out in the field, get shot. Because that's how I play Battlefield, man. We charge on our Battlefield server. You know, you're not allowed campers. If you're camping, we'll kick you out. We don't want campers, we want to play. And World of Tanks is completely the opposite. It's camp, 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 camp. So I did a little video, and we've been experimenting playing World of Tanks like Battlefield, right? So we've got very low tier tanks as well. We've got tier 2 and tier 3 tanks. Now, anybody can get to tier 2 or tier 3. There's no money involved. They're easy tanks to get to. They take a kick in, one shot will kill them. But they're fast, man, so we're like Muhammad Ali. I've got a little video up, have a look, we're just having a laugh, and you know, that's what gaming's about, right? Having a laugh. So if you're feeling a bit depressed about World of Tanks, and you've got a PS4, send me a friend request, yeah, send me a friend inquest. Send me a friend request, Gommy404, right? Put a little note in there who you are, okay? Because I don't answer to all friend requests. I get thousands of them because I'm such a nice guy. Lovely. So let me just show you this in close up. What's going on here? Oh, wiggly camera. So watch that little valve. This will leak on because it hasn't got the right bolt in this gun, right? You do need a special mechanical bolt for these things. So that, with the right bolt in, you don't get that hissing after you've taken the shot. You do have to have a special bolt, but I make the bolt, so it's no problem. So, I hope you've enjoyed that. And we're going to, oh god, wonky fucking camera again. There we go. No, yes. Professional wobbles. I'll see you later, buds. Ta-da. Bye-bye.